Okay, it's time for another one. I'm Jeff. This is a pie. This is Pie with Jeff. And today we have a very special guest. We have Mason, my son.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's good. So today we have an apple crumb pie, cherry pie, from Grand Traverse Pie Company. I don't know if you can see this. It's got a little heart in the middle. That was nice of them. So
it's made with love.
Made with love. So we're going to get right to it. We're going to spin it around so the heart faces us. That way it tastes better.
That's true.
So, oh, I just stabbed it in the heart.
It's heartbreaking.
And as the name implies, it is crummy. Okay, we're back. So, same thing happened last month. I got like a minute into the whole pie thing and my camera stopped. So, in the interest of Pie with Jeff, we decided, well, we have to just cut 2 more pieces and
have more pie.
So we can give you a proper review. So here we go with our first piece. I'll try and act surprised. That's good. So it's interestingly in the center of the pie, there's quite a bit of height to the crust. So you would think that would make it kind of soggy, but it really isn't. It's pretty good. It's still very crummy, not too soggy, not too dry. The cherries are just right. They're tart. They got a good bite, but they're not too overpowering.
I would agree. Yeah, I love the sugar top crust. I think that is a very good flavor to go with the tart of the cherries.
So it's March, but last month was February, obviously, and February 28th or February 20th is National Cherry Pie Day. So we're a couple weeks late with this, but we're close.
It's never a wrong time to eat pie.
No, very good point. And of course, it's timed that way because of George Washington's birthday. George Washington being responsible for felling the cherry tree and being honest about it.
This is true. Actually, the first cherry pie was made for Queen Elizabeth I. Is
that right?
Very long ago, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, way back then when the English were inventing fruit pies in the 1500s, as it's written, they would actually use fowls, F-O-W-L, to make the pies in, and then they would use the legs to hang off the edge of the dish as handles for the pie. I don't know if I want to eat that pie.
Oh, sure. So when pies came over to the United States, well, the New World, the immigrants of the day brought pies over and they baked them in long pans, kind of like a bread pan, and they called them coffins. And they lined them with what they referred to as the coffin lining, and it was essentially a crust, but when they baked them, they didn't actually eat the crust. They just ate the pie filling.
What'd they do with the crust?
I don't know. Unless they gave it to the dog, or they recycled it, or something. It became compost, or I don't know. But sometime a couple hundred years later, around the time of the Revolution, is when they started calling it a crust and actually eating it. So maybe it was at some point someone said, hey, we should put sugar in this, or something to make it a little bit more appetizing.
And I can't blame them. The filling's the best part of the pie.
Mm-hmm. So this particular pie is the Cherry Crumb from Grand Traverse Pie Company in Traverse City, Michigan. And it's the signature pie for the Traverse City Cherry Festival every summer, every July, beginning of July. And we went one year. It was good. Pie was just as good as it is today.
Sure.
And they have all sorts of different pies up there, of course, but cherry is their signature one.
I can see why. Very good.
And as a second piece, truth be told, it's just as good as the first piece was.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love how thick the filling is without being too thick, and it's not too loose that it falls out. It's just kind of creamy enough.
Right, yeah, it's not running out. And the back part of the crust is good and flaky and not soggy at all. Very good. I could almost have a third piece,
I could have a third piece.
but we need to share. There's other people in this house who aren't home right now and would never know if we ate the rest of the pie and just claimed that it never showed up.
It'd be a bummer.
But we won't do that.
I've been told to save a piece for Stephanie, so
Yes, we should save a piece.
I guess that makes,
So there's,
there's 2 more pieces for us.
yeah, I think so.
As I get to the back of the crust here, it is flaky, but it's not so dry that it dries out your mouth. It's still got plenty of flavor.
Yep,
Without
I
being
haven't
soggy.
taken a drink of anything to go with it. And sometimes people have ice cream or whipped cream with their pie.
I don't even think it needs it.
I don't think so. It's good, just the way it is. So that's been the Cherry Crumb Pie from Grand Traverse Pie Company.
Very good.
Very good pie. We'll probably have more tomorrow, or maybe tonight.
Sure.
So hopefully the rest of this recorded and you got to see all this because it was delicious. So that's been it for Pie with Jeff and Mason.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you soon. Enjoy some pie.